Your brain is not fixed. It learns and it changes every single day, and your habits are the living proof of this constant evolution. These routines, the small actions you perform without a second thought, are the invisible architects of your life, shaping the majority of your day. From the moment you wake until your head hits the pillow. They dictate how you start your morning, what you eat for lunch, how you unwind in the evening. The good news, the really powerful news, is that you are not a passive observer in this process. You have the ability to become the master architect. You can consciously choose and build the habits that serve you, and gently dismantle the ones that do not. This is not about a massive, overwhelming life overhaul. It is about understanding the simple mechanics of your own mind. Before we dive in, subscribe for weekly science-backed tips and comment your one habit goal. Share this with a friend who is building better routines. Think of a habit you perform automatically, and let us unpack how the loop runs your day. At its core, a habit is a remarkably simple neurological loop that your brain learns to follow. This loop consists of three distinct parts, working together in a seamless cycle. First, there is the cue. A cue acts as a trigger that tells your brain to switch into automatic mode and run a habit. A cue can be anything: a time of day, a place, an emotional state, or even the action that immediately precedes it. This cue is the starting pistol, alerting your brain that a familiar pattern is about to unfold. Following the cue is the routine, the physical, mental, or emotional action you take in response, whether it is grabbing a cookie, opening a social app, or lacing up your shoes. The third and final part is the reward. The reward is the positive outcome you get, and it is crucial for solidifying the habit. This reward tells your brain, hey, this loop is useful and worth remembering. With enough repetition, the loop becomes automatic. The behavior happens with little to no conscious thought. Let us take a moment, look under the hood, and understand the machinery of the brain. Your brain is complex, but for habits, we focus on a couple of key players. A deep, ancient area called the basal ganglia. Think of it as the autopilot or factory floor supervisor. It stores and executes learned routines, making actions smooth, efficient, and automatic. It lets you ride a bike, type, or back out of a driveway without overthinking. Its goal is to save energy. In contrast, your prefrontal cortex is the CEO, planning, choosing, exercising self-control, focusing attention. When you form a new habit, it does the heavy lifting. Step-by-step attention and deliberate action. The magic happens in the handoff. Repeat the behavior, and the basal ganglia encodes it as an automatic script. It moves from conscious effort to subconscious ease. That is the goal of habit formation. Automation frees your brain to solve problems and be creative, not stuck in the mundane. The key principle is repetition, the engine of habit formation that physically changes your brain. Every time you perform the cue, routine, reward loop, you strengthen the neural pathways involved. Think of it like forging a path through a dense forest, hard the first time. Each pass makes it clearer, wider, easier, faster with less effort. Neurons that fire together, wire together. The more a circuit is activated, the more easily it fires later. Learning is slow, incremental, the habit etched into your brain's circuitry. If you stop, the opposite occurs. Nature reclaims the path. Connections weaken. Use it or lose it applies to habits like any skill. Building a positive habit means forging a new trail. Do not bulldoze the old highway. Build a better side road and use it consistently. Over time, as you travel the new path more, the old one falls into disuse and becomes less automatic. To make this feel real, let us walk through morning coffee. Millions have this ritual, almost without thought. Break it down with the three-part habit loop. The process begins with a cue, the alarm, the groggy feeling, the smell of coffee, the time, 7 a.m. Next, the routine, stumbling to the kitchen, scooping grounds, pouring water, pressing start, or walking to the cafe. These steps become linked micro-habits. The brain does not narrate, it just runs the practiced script. Finally, the reward, the warm mug, rich aroma, and the chemical boost, alertness. That ritual plus energy creates a strong feedback loop. Over time, The cue alone triggers craving. Your brain nudges you toward the routine. This is the habit loop in its automated, powerful form. If you want to change a habit, do not rely on sheer willpower. Work with your brain by hacking the habit loop. 3 clear steps. Step 1. Clearly identify the cue. Become a detective of your own behavior. Be precise and observant. When the habit happens, pause and ask, what time is it? Where am I? What was I just doing? What is my emotional state? Write it down. Soon a pattern emerges. You pinpoint the trigger. Awareness is the foundation of change. Step 2. Keep the cue. Keep a similar reward, but swap the action in the middle. If your cue is afternoon stress and your routine is a sugary snack for a quick distraction, try a brisk 5-minute walk or a chat with a coworker. The reward, a mental break and mood shift, stays similar. Step 3. Make the new habit as easy and rewarding as possible. Start tiny. Read 1 page or just 5 minutes. Then give yourself an immediate reward. A check mark, a square of dark chocolate, a quiet acknowledgement. Identify the cue. Change the routine. Reward the new behavior. Strategic intelligence, not brute force. First, make cues obvious. Instead of a vague goal, set a crystal clear cue. Example, when my work alarm goes off at 5:30 p.m., I will immediately change into my gym clothes. Second, reduce friction for good habits. Increase it for bad ones. Fill a large water bottle and place it on your desk. Put fruit and a bowl out the night before. Make undesired habits harder. Unplug the TV or stash the remote batteries in another room. Third, use immediate, satisfying rewards. Cross off a task, enjoy a favorite podcast only when you exercise, sip tea after. Fourth, track your progress and never break the chain twice. A slip is just data. Get back on track tomorrow. Resilience is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Design your environment so the best path is the easiest. Theory is great, but action creates change. This week is about consistency, not mastery. Day 1. Pick one, and only one, habit to build. Make a tiny, laughably small version. Meditate for 1 minute. 1 lesson in a language app. Write 1 sentence in a journal. Write your when-then, when, cue, then I will, tiny routine. This is your contract for the week. Days 2, 3, 4. Repeat the loop immediately after the cue. Do not worry about quality or duration. Just show up. Notice resistance before, and the small sense of accomplishment after. You are laying the first asphalt of a new road. Day 5. Add a small, immediate reward. 1 favorite song, a square of chocolate, 2 minutes of happy photos. Days 6 and 7. Keep cue, tiny routine, reward, reduce friction, lay out the mat, place the journal and pen on your pillow. At week's end, look at your check marks. Acknowledge the progress. You have started to rewire your brain. Now turn inward. Take a brief moment for a simple exercise. Think of 1 habit to change. Small is better. Endlessly scrolling in bed or grabbing a soda in the afternoon. Write the loop. First the cue. What triggers it? Time, feeling, location. Second the routine. What action? Third the reward. What craving is satisfied? Now write 1 tiny new routine. Keep it ridiculously small. 1 paragraph, 1 small glass of lemon water. Under 2 minutes. Make it so easy your brain will not resist. Write it down. Writing makes it real. Share your habit in the comments. Keep details vague if you want. I want to change evening snacking, or I want to stop hitting snooze. Public commitment builds motivation. Reading others can spark ideas. We have covered a lot of ground, but the core message is simple. You can reshape your life by redesigning your habits. Willpower is finite. It helps you start, but runs out. Lasting change is built on a smarter system. Use your brain's tendency to create automatic routines. Consciously design the loops you want. Make good behaviors easy and bad behaviors difficult with cues, small actions, and immediate rewards. Keep your why in mind. More energy, better health, more calm. Do not just think, act today. Try 1 tiny habit right now. Read 1 paragraph. Drink a glass of water. Share your plan with 1 friend. Send a text. Hey, I am trying a tiny new habit, your habit. Can you check tomorrow? Accountability makes it real. Find the cue, change the routine, keep the reward. Start so small it feels silly. Repeat tomorrow. Celebrate every win. Over time, the fragile path becomes a well-worn road, while the old loop fades into the background. Small habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. They do not change a single day much, but over weeks, months, years, they are transformative. Start one small positive loop today. What will your one small step be?